What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Momani's channel. So today I'm bringing you guys another one of my famous cooking videos. So today what I'm gonna make for you guys is called Milanesa. So I know a lot of you guys or people who have heard of Milanesa or have seen it, they kind of know it as like breaded chicken. But the Milanesa that I'm making today is actually breaded like steak. That's what I'm gonna make for you guys today. So I'm gonna make Milanesa. I'm gonna make papas on the side. I'm gonna make refried beans, and then Brittany's getting down on the rice. So let's get it started. So you are going to need steak. I usually get the Milanesa cut. It actually says Milanesa. I'll write it in the description box just so you know what it looks like. But honestly, all you need is just like beef. This is just cut beef. So you're gonna need this. You are going to need breadcrumbs. I'm not really picky with the breadcrumbs that I use, but if you have like a favorite brand, you can do that. But I just get regular breadcrumbs, no flavor. You're gonna need eggs. However many eggs you're gonna need is just depending on how much meat you're gonna use. You're gonna need my all-time fave Lori's seasoning salt, the Lori's garlic salt, and the black pepper. You could use any seasoning salt you want. I preferably love the Lori's. And you're gonna need the potatoes. So first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my Milanesa. And I don't like eating the fat, so I'm gonna cut out the fat part. So I'm gonna just cut off all the edges. I'm gonna toss it. Okay, I don't want my pieces to be so big. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut it in half. And that'll give us more meat to work with too, since we have a big ass family. So I'm just cutting off the fat off the edges. And then I'm gonna cut it in half. And I'm not fancy on how I cut it. I just fucking cut it in half. It doesn't need to be fancy. I'm gonna start whisking my eggs. So I'm gonna start throwing my eggs in here. Okay, so I ended up throwing like 5 eggs in there just to make sure I have enough. Okay, so I'm gonna start whisking this. Also, before I start whisking, okay, so I'm gonna just throw a little bit of salt in here just to give my eggs flavor. And I'm gonna throw a little garlic salt. And just a little bit of pepper. Okay, now I'm gonna start whisking my eggs. And make sure your eggs are super fluffy. You want them as fluffy as possible, if that makes sense. That's good enough. You see how fluffy they are? So now that I've prepared everything that I need to make my Milanesa, I'm gonna start setting up shop. So I'm gonna start setting everything up, and I'm gonna start showing you guys how I do this process. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prepare my breadcrumbs. Okay, so now I'm gonna throw my breadcrumbs in here. And now I'm gonna throw a little bit of salt in here. I'm gonna throw in some garlic salt. And I'm gonna throw some pepper in here. Once I have all my seasonings in here, so I'm just gonna mix it up. So I kind of tasted my breadcrumbs and they don't have a lot of flavor in it, so I'm gonna add a little more salt. I'm gonna add more garlic salt. and more pepper. And if you're new to cooking, you guys, don't even trip on the measurements. You're gonna start getting the hang of this. The more you do it, the more you're gonna get the hang of it. Okay, cool. So now my breadcrumbs are nice and seasoned. I'm gonna start setting up shop. I'm gonna put, actually this goes here, this goes here. Okay guys, so now the next step is I'm gonna show you guys how you're gonna cook your Milanesa. What I did is I got my pan and I put it on medium low, and I'm gonna add just a little bit of oil. And my pan's already hot. Make sure your pan is hot before you add the oil. Okay, and this is my pan for my potatoes, so I'm gonna throw some oil on there too. Okay, cool. Now this is nice and hot. Now let's get things started. Okay guys, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our meat and we're gonna dip it in the egg. And now we're gonna dip it in the breadcrumbs. Make sure your meat is completely breaded. See? And now we're just gonna throw it on the side. And you're just gonna do this process with every piece of meat. And you're gonna dip it in the bread. Okay guys, so now my meat is completely breaded. And now I'm gonna throw it in the frying pan. And we're just gonna let it cook. Also, papas kind of take a while to cook, so if you want to get a head start, I do recommend that you throw them in to cook before you start cooking your meat, just so like everything's kind of ready at once. But fuck it, we're just gonna do it like this. And don't worry guys, I've already washed my hands, so we don't have to worry about cross-contamination. Okay, cool. So now I got everything cooking. Okay guys, so this is what your meat should be looking like. My papas are almost done. They're nice and golden. Okay guys, so my papas are finally done. Now all I need to do is season them. We're gonna go with the Lori salt. And I'm just gonna sprinkle it in. I'm gonna get some of the garlic salt. And I'm not gonna put as much garlic salt as I did with the seasoning salt. So I'm gonna just sprinkle it one time. And now I'm gonna get black pepper. I'm not really picky with the pepper. Any pepper's fine. And you're just gonna add a little bit. Okay, so now all you need to do is just mix your papas. And they're done. This is my favorite queso fresco. If you guys are just like new to queso fresco and you're not sure like what kind to get, this is my fave. It's fucking bomb. Okay guys, this is what your plate should look like. I have my Milanesa right here. I have my papas, my frijoles, my rice, queso fresco, and my aguacate and my tortilla. Alright guys, so that completes my Milanesa video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy this recipe as much as me and my family do. Go ahead and let me know what you guys think in the links down below. Always throw new ideas for me guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me. And don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And thank you guys for watching Mo Money's channel.